All right, good morning and welcome in. My name is Alexis Miller. I'm one of the yoga instructors here for Yoga for Caregivers. So, this is our weekly stretch session where we really focus on getting into our bodies, stretching ourselves out, getting us ready for the rest of our day and the rest of our week. So, as we move through practice today, let's keep in mind our boundaries and notice where are you ready to extend into postures? Where do you need to modify and come down to the mat? Or perhaps find a center posture. Also, keep in mind, I don't often cue water. So, if and when you feel thirsty, of course, please feel free to step off your mat, grab that drink, and then join us whenever you feel ready. So, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and come into a comfortable seat, whether the legs are crossed or straight out in front of you. Excuse me. We're going to wiggle back and forth, rooting into our sits bones, and then we'll sit up nice and tall. Let's inhale as we draw our shoulders forward and up, and then exhale as we drop them back and down. Good. Inhale as the shoulders come forward and up, and then exhale as they drop back and down. Hands come into a comfortable position, whether on your knees, palms up or down, or in your lap. You're welcome to close the eyes if you'd like, or you can just find an unmoving point and soften your gaze here today. This year, inspiration for our classes is drawn from the Native American medicine wheel, based on Sun Bear's vision. The medicine wheel teaches us about movement and change and offers us insight that will help us learn and grow. We're now in the red hawk phase of the year, which happens under the fourth moon of the year and during the spring equinox. This is a time of new growth and beginnings. The groundwork was laid during the last 3 months. Now is the time to lean into the life you've curated and start living it to the fullest. Today, allow this practice to be a new beginning. Let it set the tone for the rest of your day and the rest of your week. So, centering in, taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling your belly, lungs, and chest with air. And slowly exhaling your breath back out. Deep inhale as you fill your belly, lungs, and chest with air. And then slowly exhale your breath back out. Another deep inhale here as you feel the belly swelling outward, filling full, like a big bowling ball. And then exhale as you squeeze that air out of your body as if you're rolling that bowling ball down the alley. Inhale as you feel your torso expand and your collarbones gently lift. And then exhale as you feel your shoulders release down and away from your ears. Inhale as you feel that air move in your nose, down your throat, filling the lungs. And then exhale as you feel that air leave your lungs, move up your throat and out your nose. Continue to breathe here deeply, inhaling and exhaling with intention. Noticing the movements of your breath here. Now, the mind may get distracted with thoughts, noises, physical sensations. So, if that happens to you, simply notice the moment you've gone away and see if you can come back to the breath, back to focusing on your inhales and exhales. Now, if it feels right for you, perhaps incorporating a mantra here to help you stay grounded and focused on your breath. Inhale, I begin again. Exhale each day. Inhale, I begin again. Exhale each day. Remaining here with your breath in whatever way best supports you for just a few more moments here today. Take another deep inhale here and set an intention or a purpose for your practice today, which really can be anything at all, but it often answers the question, why am I on my mat? Take another deep inhale here. Feel that intention with heart and mind. And then exhale that breath out. Set the intention off to the side, knowing we'll return to it toward the end of our practice. Good. If you're on a prop like a block, we're going to go ahead and move that off to the side and come into a comfortable seat on the floor here. Good. And then let's go ahead and inhale, sweep our arms up overhead, cast our gaze skyward. And then exhale, go ahead, twist over to the right, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the body, curve your head around, seated twist. Inhale, come into center. Exhale, go ahead, drop the left hand down to the mat, lean over to the left as you reach through your right fingers here, seated side bend. Inhale up into center, arms up tall. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand to the left knee, left hand behind your body. Curve your head around, seated twist. Inhale, back into center. Exhale, drop that right hand down to the mat. Lean over to the right, seated side bend. Good. Inhale, back into center, arms up tall. Exhale, twist over to the right. Shoulders down, long spine. Inhale back into center. Exhale, left hand down to the mat. Lean over to the left. Good. Inhale back into center, arms up tall. Exhale, twist over to the left. Good. Last round here. Inhale back into center. Exhale, drop that left hand down, leaning over to the, or right hand down, leaning over to the right. Sorry. Good. Inhale up into center. Exhale, twisting to the right. If you find this challenging, that is okay. We're moving across the hemispheres of the brain. Inhale back into center. Exhale, left hand down for real this time, leaning over to the left. And this can be really, really challenging. So when we do practices like this, moving back and forth, inhale back into center, exhale, twisting to the left, we increase our ability to move more easily between the hemispheres and we strengthen our resilience. Inhale back into center, last side body stretch, exhale, leaning over to the right. Inhale, we return to center, arms come tall. Exhale, drop your hands in front of you, roll over the knees or kick your feet out to the side, make your way into table. So your hands are going to come beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your wrists, and bring the tops of your feet to the floor. We're going to inhale, sink the belly, lift the head and the hips coming into cow. And then exhale, lift the back and sink your head and your hips coming into cat. Inhaling into cow, belly sinks down. Exhale into cat, back pushes away. Inhale into cow, belly sinks down. Exhale into cat, back pushes away. Good. One more round. We're doing these final two movements of the spine here, getting us ready for the rest of our practice, really waking up the body here. And then inhale, we return to neutral. Really nice work here. On the next inhale, let's tuck the toes. On the exhale, we lift the hips right into our down dog. Now, this may be the first down dog of our day or week, so let's go ahead and walk out our dog, bending one knee and then the other, opening up the body here, opening up the back side of the legs. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come into stillness here. And then inhale, sweep your right leg tall, flex your foot, press through the heel, three-legged dog. So no matter how high that leg goes, really reach toward the sky here with that right leg. Press through the heel, feel the pull through the left leg, press your chest toward the left leg. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. Inhale, bend your knee, look up between your hands. Exhale, step your foot up between your hands here. Good. Now we're going to leave that back heel lifted. And then we're going to plant our left hand to the inside of our right foot. Now, if this is inaccessible for you, you can always take a block and place it underneath your hand to the inside of that foot. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, roll across the body, and lift that right arm tall, coming into our revolved high lunge here. Now, this is pretty intense. It's going to do a lot of work on the legs. You can always drop that back knee down and untuck the toes if that feels better. Option, not a requirement. Breathing. All right. Inhale. Bring that right hand down to the inside of the ankle. Switch it with that left hand. Turn your back heel down. And then inhale. Sweep your right arm tall toward the sky. Exhale. Bring the bicep over the ear. We're now an extended side angle. So we want to think about being one long line from our fingertips down to our heel here. So sinking those hips down, creating that nice 90-degree angle with that front leg. Couple options. You can use a block on any height. You can also bring that hand to the top of the thigh here, pressing into that thigh with the forearm. You can also get rid of the props and have hand down to the inside of the ankle. It's completely up to you. Notice what the body's calling for. Think about rotating that top shoulder backward here and breathing. Good. Inhale, engage the core, lift the torso here, coming up into our triangle legs here. But we're going to take our left arm and sweep it around behind that left leg. And then inhale, reach up with that right arm coming into reverse triangle. So we're lifting through the torso, reaching toward the sky, feeling that nice pull through the side body here. Trying not to sit into either hip here, but tucking the hips down toward the floor here, that tailbone down, so we're nice and flat, core engaged, and then lifting and breathing. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee, windmill your arms all the way down to the mat and drop that back knee, untuck the toes. Now, you may want to grab two blocks here. It's completely up to you. We're going to extend our leg straight out in front of us here and flex that right foot. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine, and then exhale as you hinge at the hips, lean with the heart center, fold forward over this front leg here. Ooh, nice stretch. So think about drawing that left hip forward so it's square with the top of the mat. We're pressing the chest down toward the leg here. Shoulders are shrugged down. Hands can be on the blocks. If you're able, you can also drop down to the forearms on the blocks, or you could just drop the blocks to a different height. Good. Wherever you are, breathing here. Nice hamstring stretch. Maybe doesn't feel so nice, but it will be very nice once your body is nice and stretched out. All right, we inhale, press up into those blocks, bend that front knee, go ahead and drop those blocks out of the way, plant your hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg, and then step right back into down dog. Good. Maybe wiggle back and forth here, moving those hips from side to side. Notice what feels right for you. Good. Come into stillness, take a nice deep inhale here in down dog. Let that breath go. All right, so we do the opposite side here. Inhale, we sweep the left leg tall, flex the foot, press through the heel, three-legged dog. So we ground down into our hands, press the chest toward the right leg. And no matter how high the left leg goes, we reach through that heel here, feeling that pull through that back side of the right leg. I don't know why that was a tongue twister today. Breathing. And then we inhale and bend the knee, look up between the hands. We step that left foot forward this time. Good. Keep the back heel lifted. Now we're going to grab that block, or if you're not using one, that's fine, but plant your right hand to the inside of that left foot. And then exhale, rotate across the body, lift the left arm tall, coming into that revolved high lunge here. So front knee is bent nice and deep, rotating through the spine. If you want to bring that posture down a little, you can drop that back knee and untuck the toes. Options here. Don't lock out that bottom elbow, as tempting as it is. Let's take a couple deep breaths here together. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, switches with your right hand here. Turn that back heel down. Inhale as we sweep open with that right arm, and then exhale, bring the bicep over the ear, extended side angle. So once again, long line, fingertips to the heel. Hips are sinking down, nice 90-degree angle in that left leg. Using a block on any one of the heights. You can also be up here on top of the leg or get rid of your props altogether. Completely up to you. Back knee just slightly bent. We're not locking out joints today. And let's breathe. All right, we inhale, engage the core, lift the torso here, coming into our triangle leg, tucking the tailbone down so we're nice and long through our torso here, core gently engaged, wrapping that right arm around the leg, sweeping up with the left arm, coming into reverse triangle here. So as we lift through the torso, we feel that pull through the side body here, breathing, nice slight bend in the front knee. We don't want to lock out that joint. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead, bend the front knee, windmill the arms down to the mat, drop that back knee. Again, grab both blocks, extend your leg straight out, flex the foot here. Good. We're going to inhale as we lengthen through the spine, exhale, hinge at the hips, lean forward with the heart center, coming into that nice hamstring stretch, other side. Ooh, we're feeling it. So as we lean forward here, pulling the toes in toward the body, hinging at the hips and leading with the heart center instead of the nose. Again, your hands can be on the high side of the blocks. You can adjust them to a different height or get rid of them altogether. You can also come down onto the forearms on the blocks if that is accessible. But focus on keeping that back nice and flat so we're getting that nice deep stretch through the back of that left leg. Wherever you are, let's breathe. And we inhale, come on up onto those blocks here. Move our props out of the way. Go ahead and bend that front knee, plant the hands, tuck your back toes, lift the back legs, step right back into down dog. Good. Maybe wiggle those hips back and forth as you take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and drop the knees down, untuck the toes, sink back into child's pose. We elongate the arms and the forehead comes down to the floor. If your head does not reach the floor, you can use a prop like a block underneath your forehead. You can also stack your forearms or your fists. These are all options. Notice what's right for you. And as you rest here in child's pose for a moment, just taking a nice deep breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling, let it go. Just noticing the movement of your breath. Good. When it feels right for you, we're going to inhale, go ahead, come on up onto our hands and knees. Make our way into a seated position here. Good. Now, we're going to take the soles of the feet together, bring the knees out wide, coming into our bound angle pose here. So sitting up nice and tall, rooting into the sits bones. As we take a deep inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, we hinge at the hips, lean forward with the heart center, coming into this forward fold over our legs. Now, my hands just rest down on my feet. Maybe it's more comfortable to have yours on your shins or down on the mat. We're not pulling ourselves down, but allowing gravity to do the work here. And as we lean forward, pressing forward with that heart center as far as we're able, so we really feel that stretch nice and deep into both hips. Wherever you are, let's take a couple breaths here together. Then we inhale, let's go ahead and press ourselves back up into center here. Good. We're going to go ahead and make our way onto our back. So if you need a towel off, grab a drink of water, put on socks or a jacket for final relaxation. Now is your moment, as we will not sit up for the rest of our practice. All right. So coming down onto your back when you feel ready. Tucking your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs here. Maybe giving yourself a little squeeze, maybe rocking from side to side. Little roly-poly action here, a massage for the back. Practice well done, a body well cared for here today. Good, and then when you feel ready, dropping those soles of the feet down to the floor, knees are in little mountains. Now, making your way into final relaxation, lots of options. You can remain right here. You can always use your props and place them underneath the knees if you'd like, or the thighs. That can help relieve tension on the low back. If you'd like, you can bring those soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out wide, recline down angle. And again, you can always put blocks beneath the legs to help support that opening. Makes it a little more gentle. You could extend one leg out and keeping the other in for fallen tree, or extend both legs out for traditional final relaxation. Your arms can be in any position that feels good for you. It's whatever you'd like. You can also lay on your side or on your belly. Or if you prefer, you're welcome to come into a seated position here and just treat our final practice, part of this practice, as a meditation. It's completely up to you. So whatever position you find yourself in, just settling in and begin to tune into the breath. Begin to notice how fast or slow the breath has become. How deep or shallow. Notice the quality of each breath on your inhales, the quality of each breath on your exhales. Feel into the gentle rise and fall of your belly. A gentle rise and fall of your chest. And simply notice that air as it moves in and out of your body, up and down your throat. If your mind gets distracted, if it wanders off, if it's already thinking about after practice, see if you can gently draw it back just to focusing on the breath here. This is you time. This is your opportunity to just be. If it's helpful, of course, you can always reincorporate the mantra we used at the beginning of our practice. Inhale, I begin again. Exhale each day. Inhale, I begin again. Exhale each day. Focusing on your breath in whatever way best supports you for just a few more moments. I'm going to get quiet for this final part of practice so you can have it to yourself. Please know that I am watching the time and I most certainly respect yours. And I will be sure to let you out of this posture before the end of practice. So feel free to lean back, let go, and just rest right here. If you understand and you show that you understand, you can love and the situation will change. Bringing your awareness back into the space, taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling your belly, lungs, and chest with air. Before slowly exhaling that breath back out. We take another deep inhale as we begin to wiggle our fingers and toes, move our arms and legs, gently waking our body up. And when it feels right, rolling onto one side, pausing there, arm or hand beneath the head. It's here that I invite you to bring back to mind your intention or purpose that you set at the beginning of your practice that answered the question, why did I get on my mat? Taking a nice deep inhale here, coming on into a seated position as we close out our practice together today. So grounding into the sits bones, sitting up nice and tall. We inhale as we bring the shoulders forward and up, and then exhale as we drop them back and down. Good. Hands coming into that comfortable position, whether on the knees, palms up or down, in the lap or at heart center. Closing the eyes if you'd like. We take a moment to express gratitude for yet another lovely day here on earth and for our bodies that allow us to do so many things, including yoga. Thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice today. It was a joy and an honor, and I hope to be able to do so again in the future. The light in me, it sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here with Yoga for Caregivers in this weekly stretch session. Again, my name is Alexis. I am here every Wednesday at 9 a.m. So mark your calendars, set an alarm. Be sure to set up your yoga space and join me. You can find Yoga for Caregivers on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, where you can access all of the resources available to you from all of the volunteers like me. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great and wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Bye.